This brand new episode of Radio Stone Update is presented by Quantra, striking nuances, deep veining, full-bodied designs, and thicknesses from 7 millimeters to 30 millimeters, powered by Creos and Chromia technology. Log on to quantra.in to know more.
Hi, I'm Kay Shipper with the latest in hard surfaces industry news from Radio Stone Update. The United States International Trade Commission, the USITC, made its recommendations last week on a Section 201, or safeguard action, sought by U.S. Quartz-Surface manufacturers, and the proposal would include a variable tariff but not an annual cap on volume. The USITC agreed last month with the Quartz Manufacturers Alliance of America, QMAA, and its safeguard petition citing serious injury to domestic production due to imported surfaces. The USITC proposal includes a tariff rate quota to slow the volume of quartz surface imports. To do that, tariffs would be 25% up to a certain level, after which they would increase to 40%. The proposal, which covers 4 years, would set the annual quota at 140 million square feet for the first year. However, the USITC also recommends that the quota be divided by quarters, so the highest tariff would become effective when imports pass 35 million square feet in a given 3-month period. In the following 3 years, the rate quota level would increase, while the 2 tariff levels would decrease annually by 1%. The proposal would also exclude countries with current free trade agreements with the United States, including Canada, Mexico, Singapore, and South Korea. The solution is also only a proposal, since it must be forwarded to President Donald Trump by May 18th. The president has the option to accept the USITC recommendation or come up with its own solution that could include import tariffs, quotas, or possibly trade agreements.
This edition of Radio Stone Update is sponsored by Quantra, manufacturers of the world's toughest, most beautiful quartz surfaces made with up-to-the-minute Italian technology in yet another brand new state-of-the-art factory. Quantra's quartz surfaces come in over 80 stunning designs in 3 sizes with every customization possible. Choice of thickness, cut-edge profiles, polished, super-honed, brushed, and other finishes, from slabs to cut-to-size countertops and all the way to prefabs. You name it, Quantra does it. And now, Quantra launches the world's first range of seamless, one-piece molded quartz sinks and basins, made with Quantra's own exclusive proprietary technology, unique in all the world. Speed, quality, commitment, that's Quantra. To know more about the world of Quantra, come visit www.quantra.in.
A Colorado Quartz-Surface silicosis case yielded a split decision on April 30th. A Denver jury awarded Tyler Jordan $16.8 million in damages, but placed 63% of the responsibility on his employer, his family's fabrication shop. The jury ruled that engineered stone products caused his silicosis and other serious health conditions, but only 3 companies, including Jordan Marble and Granite LLC, were responsible. The jury also cited surface manufacturers Cambria Company LLC and Hyundai LNC USA. Cambria was determined to be 32% at fault and Hyundai at 3%. 3 other defendants, Caesarstone USA, DuPont, and Makita USA, were absolved of responsibility. Following a 3-week trial, the jury also awarded Tyler Jordan's spouse, Caitlin, $600,000 in non-economic damages. It's the first silicosis-related legal decision on quartz surfaces rendered outside of California. Jordan worked solely at his family's shop for a decade before being diagnosed with silicosis in August 2022. Since then, he has received a kidney transplant in 2024 due to end-stage renal failure, and he also suffers from autoimmune vasculitis. When the case was filed in 2024, he was 29 years old. The case alleged that a variety of industry manufacturers of engineered stone either didn't offer any warnings or provided inadequate information on crystalline silica exposure. It also accused tooling and machine manufacturers of failing to warn about silica-based hazards. The defendants questioned the adequacy of dust suppression at the Jordan shop and argued that they supplied ample information about silica hazards and ways to decrease dangerous levels at the workplace. The jury, in its 37-page verdict, didn't find any design flaws in the products that would contribute to Jordan's condition. However, they did find that both Cambria and Hyundai L&C did, quote, misrepresent a fact concerning the character or quality of the engineered stone that would be material to potential purchasers or users of the product, end quote, and that Jordan and the shop reasonably relied on such misrepresentation. An attorney for Cambria noted the company's products are not defective and employees are protected if following occupational safety and health, or OSHA, standards. Cambria indicated it plans to appeal the verdict. The initial lawsuit named other companies and persons, but the jury verdict only included 5 companies. 9 other companies came to settlements with Jordan before and during the trial, but none of those were found to be responsible by the jury. 6 other companies were not found to be at fault by the jury. Coverings 2026 brought thousands of industry professionals from around the world to the Las Vegas Convention Center March 30th through April 2nd for what's billed as the largest international tile and stone event in North America. Some 750 exhibitors from nearly 40 countries participated in the event, which drew a mix of architects, builders, contractors, designers, distributors, fabricators, installers, retailers, and other professionals. Organizers noted that attendance from California and Nevada increased by 412% from Coverings 2025, which was held in Orlando, Florida. Architect and designer attendance was up 24% from Coverings 2022, which was the last time the show was held in Las Vegas. Highlighting the show was the keynote session featuring actor Gary Sinise, whose Gary Sinise Foundation funds and builds mortgage-free, specially adapted homes for seriously disabled veterans and first responders. He was joined by Bart Batiga, Executive Director of the National Tile Contractors Association, and Jim Heeb, Natural Stone Institute CEO, to talk about serving veterans through skilled craftsmanship. The presentation emphasized how tile and stone professionals can contribute to those specially adapted homes. Another popular feature was the Coverings Lounge. Besides serving as the networking hub, the lounge also hosted the University of Nevada, Las Vegas School of Architecture, which designed and installed a suite of mosaic tiled furniture during the show. Those interested in attending Coverings 2027, scheduled for April 6th through 9th at the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, can sign up to be notified when event registration opens at www.coverings.com. From a Brazilian perspective, Coverings 2026 proved to be more for less. Although the number of visitors was lower than expected, the South American stone exporter reported consistent results and optimism for next year. Participants in the Brazilian pavilion ended the show with $15.9 million U.S. in business deals negotiated during the event, with an additional $42.9 million U.S. expected over the next 12 months. That came from 2,184 business contacts, 556 of which were new, mostly from the United States, Mexico, and Canada. 39 companies, covering about 8,800 square feet of exhibit space, represented the Brazilian contingent through the It's Natural Brazilian Natural Stone program, developed by the Brazilian Natural Stone Association Central Rojas in partnership with the Brazilian Trade and Investment Promotion Agency Apex Brazil. Brazilian officials attributed the reduced numbers to several factors, including geopolitical tensions in the Middle East and Coverings' proximity to the show in Xiamen, China, held in mid-March. Many visitors to the Brazilian booths were already loyal customers who maintain an ongoing relationship with the exhibiting companies. The vice president of Central Rojas, Fabio Cruz, noted the economic context helps explain the behavior. Quote, Las Vegas tends to anticipate signs of a slowdown in the U.S. economy as it depends heavily on tourism, entertainment, and conventions, end quote, says Cruz. Quote, a slower pace of life in the city generally reflects caution in consumption and investment, end quote. The Natural Stone Institute, NSI, is now accepting submissions for the 2026 Pinnacle and Tucker Awards, recognizing excellence in the use of natural stone. The Pinnacle Awards honor stone companies for outstanding fabrication and installation, showcasing craftsmanship, technical execution, and the ability to bring complex projects to life. The Grand Pinnacle Award is presented annually as the jury's top honor, recognizing the best overall project across all Pinnacle Award categories. The award represents the highest achievement in natural stone, honoring exceptional execution, innovation, and collaboration. Tucker Awards celebrate design professionals who have incorporated natural stone into the built environment. They honor creativity, design intent, and innovative applications in architectural and interior design. Submissions for the 2026 Pinnacle Awards are open to Natural Stone Institute members. Tucker Awards are open to design professionals partnering with NSI members on their projects. Entries are due by June 20th and must feature projects completed within the last 3 years. Award recipients will be honored at the Natural Stone Institute Awards ceremony held during Stone Expo at Tyson, Las Vegas in February 2027. For submission guidelines and entry details, go to www.naturalstoneinstitute.org/programs/awards. Cambria announces Elizabeth Hurley is now its Chief Commercial Officer. In her new role, Hurley will oversee Cambria's entire sales organization, including residential and commercial segments and field sales teams. Additionally, she'll be responsible for developing long-term strategies that deepen relationships, ensuring that growth serves both the business and Cambria's partners and customers. Andrew Ike, COO and President of Cambria, says Hurley brings a proven track record of building high-performing sales organizations and developing strategies that generate meaningful, sustainable growth. Quote, her leadership and industry experience will be instrumental as we continue to develop our partnerships, serve our customers, and expand our presence across the market, end quote, Ike said. Hurley comes to Cambria with more than 20 years of progressive sales leadership experience in the building products and surfaces industry. Most recently, she served as the Senior Vice President of Retail Sales at Shaw Industries. Quote, Cambria's offering goes well beyond beautiful surfaces, end quote, Hurley said. Quote, we offer something enduring backed by a company that earns trust the same way it makes products, with integrity, hard work, and a commitment to doing things right, end quote. The International Surface Fabricators Association, ISFA, announces the hiring of another new employee. Michaela Coffey is the organization's new director of events. Coffey brings more than 8 years of experience creating conferences and programs and a reputation for collaboration and attention to detail. Her background spans everything from large-scale conventions to educational workshops. A graduate of George Mason University with a major in tourism and event management, she has previously worked for the Virginia School Boards Association and the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. And the Tile Council of North America, TCNA, has named Eugenio Martinez Serna as the 2026 TCNA Tile Person of the Year. Martinez, the president and general director of Grupo Daltile, is honored for his more than 4 decades of leadership, innovation, and commitment to advancing the ceramic tile industry in North America. He joined the Daltile organization in 1985 and in 1995 was appointed general director of Daltile Mexico. He became president and general director in 2006. Grupo Daltile has more than 5,000 associates, 8 manufacturing plants, and an annual production capacity of 66 million square meters, or more than 7 billion square feet. A board member of TCNA since 2005, Martinez supported the organization's transition to the Tile Council of North America and establishment of TCNA Mexico. He has also contributed to the development of installation standards, installer training programs, the TCNA Mexico Testing Laboratory, and the creation of the Obra Blanca trade show in Mexico City. Quote, Eugenio exemplifies the very best of our industry, end quote, says TCNA Executive Director Eric Astrakhan. Quote, his leadership has not only driven the success of Grupo Daltile, but has also strengthened the entire tile community through his commitment to collaboration, standards of development, and mentoring future leaders, end quote. Remember, the latest edition of Hard Surface Report is now available at www.hardsurfacereport.com. For a transcript of this podcast, go to www.radiostoneupdate.com. I'm Kay Shipper for Radio Stone Update, and we'll see you here again soon.
This brand new episode of Radio Stone Update was presented by Quantra, striking nuances, deep veining, full-body designs, and thicknesses from 7 mm to 30 mm, powered by Krios and Chromia technology. Log on to quantra.in to know more.